me doing my first YouTube video, or trying to at least, so excuse any delays, dilemmas, bloop blippies, or whatever. That might be something that I take out. And excuse the coughing, I'm suffering with a terrible cold. But all in all, I really just came on here because I've been wanting to get into YouTube and doing YouTube. I was just scared about being on camera, I guess, which is weird for me because I'm known to be a talkative person, love speaking in public, but I guess getting on camera, just speaking to like people, but not really people, you feel me, is weird. So like, I don't know, I feel like a crazy person. But at the same time, I do want to do it for the fact of I want to have record of my journey from this point until I don't know, wherever God and life decide to take me, you know, because I got a lot of big plans happening. I got a lot of stuff going on. And honestly, this is probably just going to be one quick little video. I was thinking about doing like little snippets of me throughout my day, but like we'll do that once, you know, we get better at this. So today I'm at work study. It's the day before graduation. Today's May 8th. I don't know what time it is, but I just got into lab, tying my hair up because I watch over squirrels and gerbils. I used to watch over rats too. Oh, I'm a psychology major, sorry. Psychology major here. And yeah, so basically I work in an animal lab, and in the animal lab we have my professor. He works with squirrels and gerbils, and he used to work with rats, but he doesn't anymore. So my job is really simple. All I do is come in, check on the animals, make sure they're alive, fed, well, you know, accumulated to their environment, I guess you could say. Had a quick brain fart. And yeah, I'm supposed to change the cages every 2 weeks or so. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the 2-week mark, but because tomorrow's graduation, I can't do it tomorrow. So we have to do it today. And that's perfectly fine because you work hard and you play harder. You hear me? So yeah. Today I'm changing, how many cages am I changing? 10. I'm changing 10 gerbils. So this is their little bedding here. But yeah. So the reason I am starting YouTube period is so I can document my educational journey, motherhood, like just navigating life in 20s itself, because you know how everybody says like there's no handbook on how to do things. Yeah, but you can kind of look at other people's lives and learn what not to do. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that everything I'm telling you is just like, oh my gosh, I'm just a terrible person, but like the routes that I took to the places that I've gotten, I can't say that I didn't necessarily have to take those paths, but at the same time, I will say if I didn't take those paths, it wouldn't have led to me going where I am. So I guess a little background about my journey. So I graduated high school early. Yeah, I went to a private school from 2nd to 8th grade. But then some girls, they started this rumor. It was like, yeah, all the scholarship kids about to get put out. And honestly, looking back, it was probably just them being mean. And me, I just took it and ran with it. Because, I mean, shoot, I had my few little friends, but like, it wasn't, oh my gosh, Kayla. I wasn't popular. Simply put, I wasn't popular. And I mean, it's okay to not be popular. Like, there's other things besides being popular. Go make some money, you know? And yeah, so I went home, I told my mom, I was like, yeah, so they're not gonna let scholarship kids come back. Apparently they're gonna be stopping the scholarship program and everything. And my mom, I don't know why she listened to me, but she listened to me. And we just wound up applying me to public school. Child, that was the first turn of terrible mistakes. I ain't gonna lie, everything happened for a reason, but baby, I shouldn't have been in a public school. I should should not have been in no public school, bro. And I'm not saying that like public school is a bad thing, but like the public schools in my city, they not all up to par. You see what I'm saying? And then with that being said, I'm coming from a private university, okay? They didn't play that fighting, and it was all girls. So I didn't even have no interaction with the male species. You see what I'm saying? So when I came to the school that I went to, that was like, God damn, these motherfuckers is on it, okay? You hear me? Bringing drugs. They was fighting in the mornings. I'm like, nobody had breakfast. They just, and I'm like, getting it in. Like they had spinach last night. I don't know. But eventually it became cool. Like I wound up hanging with the gangbangers of the school, I guess you would say, but a lot of people say they really wasn't gangbangers. They was just a lot of niggas that like to hang together. So hey, it be what it be. You know how they be. As soon as they see a lot of black kids together, oh, it's a gang. Child, I'm sure probably ain't never touched nothing. But I don't know. I ain't saying they did. You ain't hear from me. But yeah, went through high school. That shit was easy. I don't know if I can say that. But high school was pretty easy because when I was coming from the private school, I was in all honors classes. So everything that I was taking was high school courses. So by the time I got there, I was classified as a 10th grader. So they just jumped me. And I wound up graduating at 17. I left home, went to Southeastern, stayed there for a semester. And then I came back home. And I just graduated from Delgado with my associates in 2023. Yeah, okay. And I'm bucked about it because like what? It took some time to get there. That shit is hard. And yeah, so since I graduated, I just been on one, I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like I owed it to myself because I let, you know, when you sheltered child, seeing the world for the first time is like tasting sugar for the first time. You just can't get enough. So I wasn't worried about academics. You hear me? I was going to the parties. I want to see what the people at, what my girls doing, what we drinking. But eventually, I had to come up out of that and realize, like, okay, are you just gonna sit here and waste your time and rack up debt, or are you gonna really try to get something out of this? So that's when I started going to school, like constantly, full time. Like I haven't been out of school since spring 2020. I've been in school fall, summer, and spring semesters because I've been dedicated to getting my life back on track from where I fucked up. And that's another thing about growing up. Like you gotta realize and be honest with yourself. Like not everything I did was perfect. You know, yeah, I took certain routes that I thought was good in the moment, but looking back, there were other options. You know what I'm saying? But that comes with time. That's something that you gotta grow into. So growing into that, I was always smart though, I ain't gonna lie. Once I decided to like lock down on my education and decide like what I really wanted my career field to be, because at first I was majoring in nursing. Oh shit. At first I was majoring in nursing because like my mom always told me, oh, you would be a great doctor. You were just so good at helping people. Like, but you know how moms are. They always encouraging you to do big, great things. And then she was a nurse, so of course that's what she encouraged me to do. But then I realized I ain't like blood. So what I look like being anybody nurse? I can't nurse you back to health if I'm passed out on the floor because you got a little drip drop on your finger. No. So then I had took my first psychology course at Delgado, spring 2020. Baby, fell in love. You hear me? Fell in love. They was asking and answering all the questions that I always had. And it's like, damn, nobody around me knew this type of stuff. And now it's like, I just got a surplus of information. So I was in it. I was on it. I found my passion. And honestly, looking back, I feel like I wish I would have took that route first, going to a community college before going to a big university. Because at the community college, you could kind of figure shit out. They make you get the prerequisites and stuff first, your English, your maths, the things that go to everything, your general requirements. And then they start to make you specify down and stuff like that. So when I first majored into nursing, I was like, okay, they got me taking anatomy, some calculus, math, and I'm like, ugh, this is too much. I don't want to do this, because if you remember, I'm coming from a school that I did not have to do much to be great in. You see what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what? I could, but knowing me, knowing that I really don't want to do this, I'm not going to put my best foot forward. So why even put in the effort or the energy? So I decided to change it. And then, let's see, once I changed it, went to school full time, fall, spring, summer, and then I graduated December 2023. And I was applying to all these schools, trying to see where I was gonna go and stuff like that. And then I wound up at the university that I am at now, which I am not gonna be saying because, like, privacy. I mean, unless you know me in real life, I'm not about to just be, I'm gonna be real cautious with the things and the stuff that I do. Cause I ain't trying to get got. So got there, got in, took the first few classes. I'm like, okay, this is really, really cool. I like this university, you know. It was a whole different vibe for me because it's a whole different scene. Like, everything was so diverse. It was a little bit of everything, you feel me? And it's like, I literally found friends from all over, every aspect, every walk and light of life. It was crazy. And I loved it. Loved it down. And I feel like because I got the basic foundation from Delgado, it was a thing that it was like, okay, I kind of see how college is supposed to work, but now it's on a bigger campus. People are more in community. They're having more events. Because, you know, in a community college, they don't be having events and stuff like that. Children come on campus, take their class, and go home. Here, baby, everybody know everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like a big, like, you call that a community college? This is a real community-based college, and I love that. Because I'm a people person, so I fall in line with that. And yeah, besides that, yeah, there was some hardships, you know, of course, as there is with every change in your life. I mean, not all of the diversity that I saw I was accustomed to, but because I was exposed to it, I became desensitized to it. So it's like, okay, you're a blue panda. All right, cool. I like it. What's like, you know, what's our next assignment? You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I fudge with it. But the only thing I will say that I did not know, and that I will say for anybody that's like taking classes or thinking about taking classes, look into the kind of college that you're going to. Because I did not know that my college was a research-based college. Baby, when I tell you each and every class is gonna involve some piece or form of research-based anything, okay? Shit get critical. Hear what I'm saying? Shit get critical. But it was different for me. It was a challenge. It was something that I could take into my furthering career, because I always said that I wanted to get my PhD once I decided to go into psychology. Because anybody who knows psychology, you know that you can't do nothing with no bachelor's degree. I'm gonna be real. You could go be like what it is, behavioral analysis. But I mean, that's cool too. But if you want to like counsel people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go and get that master's. So me having that research background, plus my grades, my intellect, my curiosity, just my riz, you see what I'm saying? It was like the full package. And that's where I got accepted into my fall university. Not saying the name because gonna stalk me. But yeah, I got accepted into a graduate master counseling program, and I got offered a graduate assistantship, taking off 50% of my tuition. And it's one of the most prestigious universities in the city. Like, I can't be more ecstatic. And I do feel like if I did not take the steps that I did to get here, I wouldn't have gotten here. I would have went a whole different route. But that's also to say that somebody else's route is not your route. I used to look at people's like journey to graduation, family, money, success, whatever, and think like, okay, well, maybe if I do this like them, X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna get the same result. And we be telling ourselves like, I don't be doing that, but we do. We take bits and pieces of every little bit of success that we see, and we try to implement it somewhere in our life to see if we can get them same results. It's human nature. Nothing's wrong with that. But we have to come to a logical and wisdom type of mindset. Wisdom meaning being able to acquire and apply the knowledge. Like knowing that it's not good to envy what other people have, and also knowing that the way they got what they have does not necessarily mean that you can do what they did and get the same thing. Like I could do what somebody else did and get something way different or way worse. You know what I'm saying? So why try to imitate somebody that's not me? Why try to imitate something that's not my journey? You know what I'm saying? Like God has a plan for me. Like my voice getting a little shaky because I always get shaky when I talk about God. But, and you're going to hear a lot of him on this story. I'm going to tell you that now. Okay, so if you don't like God, check out now. And if you don't like God, stay in, because you'll see that like my journey from where I came from, like even in my past trauma, all that, to where I am now is a testimony. And it's something that's worth sharing. And it's worth showing to other people, because there are people who, or other little girls or other little boys who are in the same situation or similar situations, who just don't know what to do, or who don't know how they're gonna do what they gonna do. And that's okay too. Like, you know, we can figure that out together. Like, it's real simple, because I'm in the process of figuring it out right now. So look, you can look at what I do, and then shit, you can see if it's working. All right, that might do something. But like I just said, that works for her. But let me see how I could manage, what I could do using the same principles. You hear what I'm saying? Same principles, different direction. Because not everybody's story is everybody's story. But just the basics, the principles, trying hard, never giving up, being determined to get to where you want to be, no matter where that is. All of that's universal, no matter what you're studying, what you're pursuing, what you're wanting, what you're desiring. That's a universal thing that could be taught to everybody. So like, why not? And then I'm about to get my master's degree, so baby, y'all about to be seeing me. I'll be wanting to do the aesthetics and stuff, so yeah. I'm just too excited, y'all. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to do this. My name is Kayla, by the way. I'm 23. I'm about to be 24 soon. Not very soon, but like December. And this is my life. This is my journey. You might see a little bit of my daughter here and there. Might see my friend here and there. Literally, I got one friend. Like, we'll get into that. We'll get into that next video. But yeah, y'all. So I'm about to go change these germ cages. And I hope that this video is really what I'm thinking it's gonna be. And if not, we just gonna redo it until we get it right. Because try and try again. I don't know who said it, but I'm saying it. Cool. But alright, y'all. I will see y'all next video. Kayla out. That was so lame. I'm gonna work on intros and outros later, but if you know me, you fuck with me, so like it's cool, you know I'm a little just a little bit. But it was nice talking to y'all. See ya.